And a 1, 2, 3. You know what they say in showbiz, Coach Freeman. Lights, camera, and now with you here, we definitely have action. Bear Nation, I would like to welcome you to a very special edition of Coach's Corner podcast. We've got the jams. We've got the location here at Skybox Studio above Bear Stadium. And Coach, I've been wanting to hang with you for quite some time. And so instead of doing one podcast, I think we need to do at least 3. So I'm considering this volume 1, Coach's Corner. We have Coach Freeman here, obviously very popular on campus, defensive coordinator of the Bears football team.
Yep.
And I just can't wait to get to know you. Today, I thought about focusing on the most essential thing for probably most of us when we think about it. They've often said, great philosophers have said, health is the greatest wealth.
Yep.
Without our health, it's tough to enjoy much of anything.
Yep.
And I know that you have a passion for at least 3 things: health, Texas history, and good old-fashioned Friday Night Lights Texas football.
Good old Texas football, that's it.
Yeah. So good to hang with you today. Thank you for being my guest. So I just thought we'd jump in with some introductory questions, and I'd like you to just introduce yourself a little bit, because like I said, I haven't gotten a chance to really know you. How long have you been here at Somerset Academy Collegiate, and what inspired you to become the health sciences coach?
Okay. So I'm one of the original teachers here.
Wow.
I was hired the week before the school actually opened.
Wow.
Okay. Buddy of mine was working here, posted pictures on Facebook. I was like, hey man, looking for a teaching gig. I'd taken a year off, and he was like, oh yeah, they're hiring. I was like, all right, let me look online. I looked, and it was area that I was certified in, Texas history.
Yeah.
Showed up applied on a Sunday, interviewed on a Monday, and was hired the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, we need you to be here, Thursday. I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's rock and roll. So I've been here before the school opened up. It was pretty crazy first year. We only went up to 10th grade.
Wow.
We didn't even have juniors or seniors yet. Didn't have any tackle teams. We had flag football, co-ed, middle school, all the way up to high school. Track. We had pretty much everything we have now. We've progressed more. We've got, down to elementary. Now we have juniors and seniors. So that first year was interesting. Second year we took off. We added the 6-man football team.
Right.
And we went to state our first year, which was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. We weren't expecting it. We kind of got thrown in the fire a little bit. We scheduled, out of the 7 games we had, 5 of them went to win state titles in their different divisions. And
this is the first year?
The very first year.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. We were, when we were told we were going 6-man, we're like, you need to come up with a schedule. Like, okay. All right. Went online and started writing people, and immediately all the coaches were like, you should have had this done in January.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, it's April.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
All right. So we're a little bit behind. And they're like, no, we'll play you. And looking back, I was like, yeah, they're definitely going to play us. It's our first year playing. So the first game out, we learned a lot.
I'm sure.
There's a 45-point mercy rule, which we knew, but we weren't ready for it happening the first game, which was pretty embarrassing.
And did they end the game right there?
Right there.
It's just,
if you were up by 45 points anytime in the second half, game over.
Oh, wow.
So we scored on them. I will say that.
Okay.
We didn't get goose egged, but it was 50 something to 6 going into halftime, and the refs, they blow the whistle for halftime, and boop, game over. We're like, oh, you were kidding. So we don't even get a halftime.
Let's go home, guys.
Yeah. We had to explain to the fans. They were like, do we get money back? It's like, no, you don't get your
no refunds.
No refunds on that one. Have to go to the concessions. They've got plenty of food. But yeah, we learned a lot. We got really, really adept at who we had. We had some really good athletes that first year. So we went up and played state. We got invited to a bowl series up by Waco, which was pretty cool. It was broadcast online, so all our kids loved that.
Oh, wow.
We ended up winning our game there. We finished, technically, we were 4th in the state. It's called the Outlaw Division. So if you weren't attached to a district, and they didn't consider the Charter League a district, so they told us, you're number 4 in the state. So we're like, okay, we'll go with that.
This is the first year. So you started out with a mercy rule game and led that, or I should say, transform that into going to state.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think we won our game there 72-3 30 something.
Oh,
We had
my
eighth
God.
graders playing. And because of the way the rules were set up, if you ever got up by a certain amount of points in that bowl series, you weren't allowed to throw the ball anymore. You had to run the ball
Oh,
just
my
to keep
God.
just to keep the game flowing. They didn't want,
Right.
they don't want anybody getting mercy ruled.
Right.
So they wanted it's kind of a last chance for seniors to play. So we threw in eighth graders, got a lot of experience there. 2 weeks after that is when we played for the Charter League state title up in Georgetown. So that was
Okay.
we were coming off a big win, and then we were probably 2 or 3 plays away from winning. The other team just had more guys. We had 2 guys. Both of them got injured in the game. One kid couldn't even walk. He was cramping up so bad because he did not leave the game. He did not want to come out. We're like, no, you need to hydrate.
Wow.
And he didn't want to come out and ended up cramping up, and we couldn't score anymore. He was our dude. So
fast forward now, I'm sure you've seen Somerset absolutely just explode with growth.
Yep.
In all ways. And now for, I believe, the second year, we are in a full 11-man football program. You're the defensive coordinator, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. And I've seen some incredibly hard hits that are just intense and brutal, and you're doing something right there.
We're trying. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a game this Friday night, but actually we're here talking about health. And you said something very interesting earlier, because I said, we could talk football all day or maybe all year. But I said, today, obviously you've read the podcast and we're going to do a health thing. And you said, well, they're not very different. They're extremely related.
Yeah.
And I find that fascinating. So jumping off on our next line of questioning, you've been teaching health for a long time. I just wanted to get into, like, in terms of, I'm sure you've seen some transformations. It's not just, I would assume, but tell me, it seems like you're not just teaching things that go in one ear and out the other. These are things that are life skills. These are things that sustain life, transform life. I wanted to know, like, what inspires you, or what inspired you to get into health sciences? And have you seen, or what is one of the most profound transformations you've seen with one of your students? Maybe it came to you struggling with things, and by virtue of studying with you, had a transformation.
Okay. So really, I was asked to be the health teacher. I'm certified history.
Right.
Coach Hale came to me probably that second year, and we'd been running summer workouts, and it was, again, fledgling school, starting things off.
Right.
In between the first year and second year, we had to run summer workouts off campus. So we actually ran them at McAllister Park. Coach Hurt and I did. So we were doing that. She got wind of that we were pretty much, running it. We were setting up the workouts, meeting the kids, going over nutrition stuff. And then the health class came up, and she's like, well, we need somebody to kind of teach the health class, and you're the fit right now. I was like, all right, let's do it. So we
love it.
Second year, we rolled with it. And it's not a typical health class. Our science teachers do a really good job teaching kids about the body systems, which would be a typical health class. What our goal is how to be healthier. So we do go over the body systems, but how do I make the brain last longer? How do I strengthen the brain? What do I need to do to, make my eyes, longer lasting? You don't lose your vision as quickly. How do we fix the muscles? How do we, how do you keep your bones from breaking? What's the best way? What supplements? Nutrition, everything like that. So it's not a typical health class. It's how do we make you healthier now to progress your life? Yeah.
What can you use?
Yeah. And one of the big series, and it just so happened, it's my favorite Marvel character, Thor.
Okay.
We end up watching the Limitless series with Chris Hemsworth. So he learned a couple years ago that he has a high chance of getting Alzheimer's. So he took it upon himself, like, okay, I know my life's going to end, obviously, but how do I extend it? How do I extend it as much as I can? So we took that and we're applying it to our 7th graders. If he can extend his life now past 40, whatever he is, y'all are 12 and 13.
Right.
If you can apply the same thing he's learning now, your life is going to expand even further. So we go through that. We get tips.
Oh, wow.
And then kids coming up to me, hey, coach, you told ice baths. Changed my life. Right?
Yes.
Ice baths.
Wow.
I do ice baths. Last 20, 30 seconds of shower. Hit that thing as cold as you can. Just stand there.
There's some advice. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I've not done an ice bath before, but I know it's like very powerful.
Yeah. We used to when I was in high school, we used to get forced. My school, I went to Judson. We had a tub, and it had a ring around the top of the tub. And our athletic trainer would be like, all right, full body ice bath. We're like, what are you talking about? If you tried to come out of there, he would come and sit on you. He would put his feet.
God.
We were sitting there, and as soon as you try to come out another thing. He's sitting on your shoulders, pressing you back, and it's like, I told you, full body. Like,
Oh,
all right,
man.
we're good. Okay, we're in
Yeah,
this. So
that spells it out.
I mean, the first 20 seconds are awful.
Yeah.
But anything after that, you're numb. You
You go down.
find a game, Sudoku, whatever you want on your phone. Just get your mind off of it, and you'll be fine.
Mind over matter. How long
Yeah.
do you recommend, even if you're doing the last, you said 20 seconds of a shower,
Yeah,
you go full on cold,
full
and that's all it
cold.
takes is 20 seconds to get some benefits?
Yeah.
See, there's
shock
application right
proteins
there.
and- Yep.
Wow. Okay. So moving on. I also wanted to ask you, are you from San Antonio? You said Judson.
I was born and raised San Antonio.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Yep.
How about that?
Yep. The only time I moved away was when I played college football up at Mary Hardin Baylor.
Okay.
I was there. Big culture shock. Huge culture shock.
I'm sure. What position?
Kicker and punter.
Kicker. Wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. You'll catch me on the field kicking with Harrison and Aiden and stuff, seeing if they can beat me. They haven't beat me yet. So.
Okay. Well, that's
motivation.
awesome. I'm learning so much right now. Okay, well, here's one for you. Just kind of jumping around our list a little bit. We can see, especially with social media, there's new diets. We've seen diets for decades and decades, and new fads and trends, and obviously supplements are a probably billion-dollar industry. And there's just so many things, even in our mainstream grocery markets, that are the health. Well, there we go. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your pledge. So what are some of the things we're inundated now with? Different kinds of diets, different kinds of philosophies. Obviously, I think it's pretty safe to say maybe not one thing is for everybody. Human bodies are unique, and our applications are unique. Some of us are athletes, some of us are sitting all day long. But what is one of the new health or diet trend that you see is contradictory information? What's a common misconception that you think that you'd like to dispel as somebody with your amount of experience dealing with the vast amount of people, age groups, athletes, non-athletes? Again, to rephrase the question, we're kind of inundated with different products to buy and different health opportunities. What is one of these myths that you would like to just say, honestly, this got to go away? That's a tough one.
Yeah, there's a couple.
It's a little controversial.
There's a couple.
Okay, there's a couple. All right, good.
I would say that you kind of hit the nail on the head. Not every diet's going to work for everybody. A lot of them are going to be like a money-making scheme. Maybe not scheme, but a money-making ploy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody's bodies works the same. Paleo diet's not going to work for everybody.
Okay.
Keto diet is not going to work for everybody. Does it work? Yeah, it's really expensive though. Previous coach that was here, we tried it, and you could not sustain that for a while, more than 2 or 3 months. It's just too expensive.
Right.
The low carb diet. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of the low carb diets.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, this you got me.
Just as an athlete, carbs are good.
Yeah.
If you move around, they're beneficial.
Right. It's like the building blocks for energy, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
it's the energy reserve.
Just today, we were going the Limitless series. We're watching where he's trying to build muscle for Thor. He had 2 handfuls of rice.
Yeah.
He's eating rice. Like you need that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I guess the other one is there's not one magic pill that's going to fix anything for people that take supplements. You still got to put in the work. Supplements will help, but you still got to go out. You still got to be active. You're not going to be able to sit couch potato. Oh, I took my however many vitamins and I'm going to lose weight, get cut, get buff.
Right.
You got to go out there and put in.
There's no buff pill.
No buff pill.
Sorry.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it takes a varied approach, and the human body is not one size fits all.
Right.
And it sounds like what you're saying is you've got to really find out what works for you based on your activity levels and what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, whatever's sustainable for you. Again, the keto diet, it's expensive. If you can do it a couple days, it'll be beneficial. What can you continue doing? Because if you can't afford to do it, there's no point.
What's sustainable, right? Even financially?
Yeah. And I tell the kid, just tweak. I'm never going to tell a teenager to go on a diet ever. Okay, tweak things. Find what you like, and then see if there's a healthier option. You like bacon? All right, good. See if you like turkey bacon, right? If you're drinking water all the time, see if you can drink colder water. If you drink colder water, your body has to heat it up to intake it, so it actually speeds up your metabolism. Same with hot food, not Takis. Get off the Takis.
No Takis.
I'll tell kids with my scrambled eggs, I put in a little cayenne pepper just to spike the temp a little bit. And
I like spice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little sprinkle of the cayenne pepper, you'll be all right. Adds a little bit of flavor, a little variety. They have jalapeno salt. I mix that in with pasta. I'll make spaghetti and
Okay.
meatballs, put a little bit of jalapeno salt in there, take out the other salt that I would have put in, kind of, combine it a little bit. That way I'm not getting so much sodium, but it changes the flavor and keeps the variety going.
Okay. So things like temperature, things
Mhm.
like spices, all of these subtleties can
Mhm.
add up to actually boosting our metabolism,
Yep.
processing and melting fat more
Yep.
quickly.
And I think that's one of the big things. Like, people watch bodybuilders and like, oh, chicken and rice, chicken broccoli. You get bored of it, and you
Yeah.
can't sustain it. If you're not making it your lifestyle, if you can't sustain that, again, you're not gonna. It's not gonna be beneficial. But if you can change the flavor to where you do keep it going longer, it's going to be beneficial to you.
Yeah. Very, very, very deep stuff going on here. I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah. And
I think
just
somebody,
episode 1.
this is just
the first one. Just the first one.
Put on your seatbelts,
There we
folks.
go. Yeah.
I love that this is so usable. And I think a lot of people want to label their diet. Well, I'm this or
Yeah.
I'm that. And it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe it's just about tweaking until you find out what works for you, getting you the results that you want and is sustainable.
Right. And that's another thing I tell the kids is like, if you can sustain it, it's no longer a diet. It's just your lifestyle.
Right.
Get out of the word diet. It's a lifestyle. That's
Right.
what it is.
Right. Oh, that's great. And kind of piggybacking onto that last question, science is constantly evolving.
Mhm.
The way that we are able to observe the processes of the human body and kind of label it and repeat these experiments is so-called, that's what is science, right? Experiments that have repeatable outcomes. With all the discoveries in modern science these days, over the course of your teaching career, have you discovered that some of your perspectives have changed since you started teaching until now?
Yeah. The one that I've really changed is the micronutrients. That's kind of a new thing.
Okay.
Before it's like multivitamin. It's
Mhm.
okay. That's fine. But for me, I was getting too much of things that I didn't need and too little of things that I did need. So just going and getting blood checked, getting blood work. Oh, you're getting too much of this, too little of this. Okay, let me go customize what I need. I only need this pill. I only need that. So going from a multivitamin where I'm wasting money and vitamins that I don't need, now I can customize and I feel better. My recovery is better. I've noticed strength a little bit. It's sustaining. Obviously during football season, I don't get to lift as much as I want to, but just kind of maintaining during the season, customizing what supplements I take during the season, completely different from off season. I'll take a lot more supplements during the off season, just kind of bulk back up and just customize what you're doing at the point in time. If you're in training, it's going to take a certain thing to do. If you're in off season, it's going to take, other things. So customize, don't just stick with one thing, customize it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I've gone, and I use the guys at Rocks, the discount vitamin place. There's one by my house, and they all know their stuff.
Okay.
You'll go in there and be like, hey, what do you need? Oh, well, I'm in this point of the season. We're starting football season. I need a multivitamin. Well, what are you taking right now? And they'll kind of help you out. So if I run out of a bottle, I'll switch it up. I'll go to a different multivitamin or vitamins. And they're like, okay, well, this is going to have this, which that doesn't have. And your body doesn't get accustomed to it. So your body's always adapting as well.
I see. So kind of like a weight training regimen. You don't want to just get stuck in the same thing. Change it up, confuse the body.
Yes,
it tends to grow and respond. It adapts.
Your body will adapt to it.
It stays awake.
Right.
Almost. You said something very powerful. I think that a lot of people are self-diagnosing. We're all experts on YouTube now. But you said blood work. I mean, isn't that kind of the ultimate barometer and gauge for what is needed and what is not needed? And I think even with my own situation, it's like it's easy just to say, well, everybody needs this, but I may not based on my diet. So it's the blood work is very important to kind of to understand where you're at.
And that's coming from somebody that hates needles. If I'm going to get a shot, I'm occupying my mind or I'm passing out.
Right.
I had a bad first experience getting a shot, and I can't get over it. So
I'm sorry.
So blood work for me is like, okay, guess we're gonna go get blood work. And oh, look, the football game's on. I'll watch a football game while they're
well, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's in love with needles.
No.
I certainly am not. And you mentioned, I've heard some stories actually. I've heard some stories that you, correct me if I'm wrong, that you even do really creative, constructive things in the classroom, like creating your own cereals, your students. Is that true?
Yeah. When we cover nutrition, so again, we time it right around Thanksgiving. We'll talk about nutrition. How many the kids will calculate, how many calories and stuff they're taking in, but they will create their own cereal. So they have to They got to create the nutritional facts, what ingredients.
Oh, wow.
They kind of base it off of actual cereals. Obviously, it's very scientific.
Mhm.
But then they're going to have to create the new mascot, the new name, and they come in and they have made some very interesting cereal boxes. Last year we had Grey's Anatomy cereal,
Oh,
which was for seventh graders like, why are you watching Grey's Anatomy? But okay.
oh my gosh.
We've had Bluey cereal, Hello Kitty cereal was a popular one last year. What was it? Somebody made, because I do enjoy a C4 energy drink. Somebody made C4 energy cereal that had caffeine in it. I don't know if that's the smartest thing for middle schoolers, but okay. The box looked good. It looked good. So we went with it. It was nice.
So how does that work? Are they just designing like the ingredients list and the overall nutrition profile? They're not actually manufacturing the cereal that you can eat.
No, I will say they do get extra credit if they bring in examples.
Ooh.
And so we
like mix it together, whatever it might be. Like give us a prototype.
Yeah. So last year probably the best one was Cosmic Crunch, and it was supposed to make you feel like you're in space. So the student brought in a bowl, and it had, she created, it was amazing, but it had, the cereal was like flowing into the bowl, and there's stars and planets. It was really, really good. Yeah, it was creative. She took it, but I wish she had let me keep it so I could show other kids, because like this is what we want. This is the kind of project we want.
That's amazing. Yeah, creative as well.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So I'm assuming that, Captain Obvious over here, speaking of cereals, that would be my cereal, Captain Obvious Crunch.
There we go. I love that.
That just came out, by the way. But anyway, so
it's a good one.
Captain Obvious Crunch.
Copyright it.
Thank you. So I'm sure that, you're blowing kids' minds, students' minds, and you're giving them such profound, usable information and things that they can literally try and literally live off of that will change their life. What are, I'm sure that they're seeking your advice, and I'm sure you probably get a fair amount of after class, hey, coach, can I come see you? I'm going through this, or I'm going through that. What do you think I should do? What are some of the most common questions that you get from students? Do you see a trend where you see kids saying, hey, coach, I'm struggling with this? And do you have some advice for them? I know that's, but I'm just saying, is there a common trend that you see and some advice that you're able to give kids that you see them benefit from?
Yeah. Kids are always bringing me, items from lunch. Like, hey, coach, look at the nutritional facts.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's good stuff. It's not bad.
Oh, I know the kitchen is very conscientious about what they're doing from the salt perspective and whole grains, and it seems like they're really running a quality operation.
Yeah. The one that kids, I guess, were confused about was the little cans of soda. It's like the health soda that they have. They'll bring it to me like, coach, look at all the sugar they're giving us. It's like, yeah, but look, it's not added. So it's natural sugars that are from the ingredients. That's where I think they were getting a little confused. Like, this isn't added like a soda. If you look at a soda, it's got sugar, and then it tells you including added sugar. And most of the time it's all added sugar. It's like you guys are getting, it's a fruit base. So the sugar is coming from fruits. I see. So they'll bring me items like that. Oh, look at my, again, stop the Takis. They're always bringing, hey, coach, look at what's in these Takis. Like, can you read the ingredients? Well, no. It's like, you probably shouldn't be eating it then. Right. The biggest one, though, I guess, for our athletes is workouts. Coach, what if I want to get strong, what do I need to do?
Like putting on muscle?
Yeah. And I just tell them, eat. You need to eat probably twice as much as you're
eating. Wow.
Like eat. That's what I'm telling them. And don't eat the bad stuff. Eat, whole grains. Your plate should be colorful. It shouldn't be one color. Try to throw in, green, yellow, red veggies, whatever you got.
Diverse.
Yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah. Your plate should be colorful.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Interesting. And what are, again, kind of a similar question, but a different angle for maybe those that aren't athletes or training. What are some very simple, sustainable habits that you recommend to anybody who finally has a realization that says, you know what, I've been taking my health for granted and it's time. Maybe you're getting into your 40s or it doesn't even matter. It's just somebody looks in the mirror and says, it's time for me to take responsibility for my health. What's a baseline, a place to start? We talk about hydration, broad question, but that gives you a lot of latitude to answer. What are some of the basics that we can employ that have really profound results?
Probably the easiest one is you need to eat 5 to 6 times a day, not just the 3. Breakfast is obviously you're breaking the fast of sleeping. So breakfast. You need to eat breakfast, eat something. I tell the kids, I eat like 3 times before I even get to school.
Really?
When I wake up, it's usually handful of cereal, Wheaties. That's my cereal. I'll take a protein shake on the drive over here. And then when I get here, I usually have, some beef jerky, something in my desk that I'm snacking on. Is it the healthiest? No, but I am eating. I am getting my body awake and filled.
Mhm.
Probably the other one, if you do start working out, don't go crazy the first time. Okay. Do something that you can repeat, that you feel good with, but it's not going to make you sore.
Like me and PE today.
Yeah,
I think I might have overdone it.
Yeah. If you're going to work out so crazy hard the first time, you're going to be sore for about 2 or 3 days, and it's going to be really, really hard for you to go back to the gym. I don't want to feel that way again.
Right. Oh,
so
it demoralizes
yes,
you.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. That's the hardest part of getting in the gym, is actually walking through the door. Because
Right.
and again, if you have me or Coach Hurt's workouts, you're going to get whooped that day.
I've seen him.
There we go. So just, you got to ease into it. You're especially if you're older. Younger, I mean, maybe a day you're going to be sore, but if you're in 40s, 50s, it's going to take you 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I changed the workout the other night for me, and I'm sore, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I didn't even do that much. But again, football season, I've been working out, but my son was working out in the gym when I got home. We have a gym in our garage.
Oh, cool.
And I got home and I saw him working out. I was like, ah, dang, okay, I guess I got to work out.
You got in the door, huh?
Yeah, I got in there. He's like, oh man, all right, let's do something. And got a little workout in, so that was nice.
All right, for those of us that are going to school,
Mhm.
it's a lot, and we're consistent. What do you think about sleep? I think that's, there's all kinds of different thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on sleep? How does that relate to our health? I mean, that's pretty essential, right?
Yeah. Your brain needs to rest. When you go to sleep, it's actually the time to get the toxins and things that have built up during the day. Think of like taking out the trash.
Yeah.
When you go to sleep, your brain like kind of wipes away that stuff. So
Okay.
you need essential sleep. If you need middle schoolers, 7 to 8 hours at least, if not more. But you can also sleep too much. If you sleep too much, you wake up and you're just like, oh, did I actually sleep?
Yes.
Good quality sleep. Don't sleep in a room that's too hot. Your body doesn't want to relax. We still have that fight or flight. If it's too hot, your body's like, I can't really relax.
Yeah.
Hour before bed, turn off the blue lights. Okay. Yeah. Put the phone down. If kids that are gaming, make sure your monitor can go into like that night mode where it goes from like the blue tint to like the yellow tint.
Right.
So your brain can actually kind of settle and relax before it goes to bed.
Right.
And try to go to bed before you get that tired. If you're like groggy and out of it, it's too late. You should have gone to sleep already. So get a good sleep, comfortable pillows. Don't sleep, all crooked and arms up under, and
good posture.
Yeah, get a good posture. Make sure you got something to support your neck. If you can wear a watch, it'll track, how many times you woke up. You can see spikes on your sleep levels and stuff. These new watches are crazy. But those have helped out a lot. And you can see, you woke up 4 or 5 times during the night. Oh, well, maybe that's why you're not feeling rested.
I see. And then you can start to fine tune as to why you're waking up.
Yeah. Oh, well, I left my window open and there was a breeze. Maybe that's why you woke up. Maybe you heard a noise outside. Maybe your TV was on. Turned off, and then you're like, oh, what happened? So
yeah. Okay. So sleep, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Moving along. I think we've got, maybe 2 more. Are you down for 2 more?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. And I think once again, this is so usable for literally all of us that are watching this podcast. So thank you for sharing with us.
Again, it's only episode 1.
It's only episode 1, folks. We are just getting started. And again, I'm super happy about this. So what are you doing next week, this time? Let's make a habit of this.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we got an off week next week, so we can get another episode in.
Let's do it. Okay, so in your opinion, this sort of goes back to a little bit of what we asked earlier, but phrased a different way. In your opinion, what is one health myth that you wish more people would question? In other words, another way to say that is, I think a lot of us just hear whatever we hear and we go, that's the way things are. We're a little bit unconscious about it. We just kind of go through life doing the same thing over and over again. What's one thing that you wish more people would be more conscious of and say, you know what, I need to ask some questions?
I think the biggest one, again, just being somebody that's been in the gym since 6th grade, lifting doesn't make you bulky.
Oh, whoa.
There's a lot of, I don't want to lift weights because I'm going to get big.
Okay.
No, you're not. And essentially heavy weights. I don't want to lift heavy weights because I'm going to get, the strongman stuff. I'm going to get overly large. I'm going to have to walk through the door sideways. No, you're not. If you vary your workout, just like your diet, just like your lifestyle, whatever you're eating, you need to vary it. You can't do the same workout over and over and over again. If you vary your workouts, you will get strong, but you're not going to get, that cartoonish big, body type, that bulky type. Our high schoolers, the football guys, we lift heavy, but then some weeks we don't even lift with weight. They're just going for speed and reps, just to vary the workout. One of our bench press works out. They're trying to get it 100 reps. So
oh my gosh!
No weight on the bar whatsoever. It's just the bar, and they're just knocking out reps.
Oh wow!
And they're trying to do it in as few sets as possible. So if they get to 50 reps, they still have 50 left. They're going to wait 50 seconds before they start again. And then they're going to try to get to 100. If they stop at 75, they still got 25 more. They get a 25-second break and then knock it out.
I've never heard of that.
It's only good once a week. We recommend only doing it once a week, but you were sore afterwards. It's
from nothing on the bar.
Nothing on the bar, but you're
just max reps.
Just max reps, and you're going quick. It's not like up, wait, it's pop, 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 pop. Yeah, you're going for
like Bruce Lee style.
Yes, yeah. You're moving that bar quick. We've had some kids that get to 100. We've now started adding 2.5s and 5s on the side. So they're getting up there, and I was pretty impressed with that. They can vary the grip. We've had some that do it 25 reps regular, and then they'll go reverse grip.
Okay.
And that changes what muscles it's doing. They'll go from normal grip, wide grip, close grip, and it changes. And it's nice to see them doing that.
So many subtleties and variables to work with.
Yeah. Something I changed my bench press form last week. We were watching my son and I were watching these videos, and they were like, your elbows need to come in. And I'm thinking, I've never been taught that.
Wow.
I've always been taught elbows out, and we both turned our elbows in. We're like, what in the world? Like, changed your bench press? Like, okay, I can probably go up another 15, 20 pounds. Just by changing your elbow in.
Yeah, the mechanics,
it changes
the form. It's the same. This all reminds me of my journey as a musician as well. In terms of if we practice the same thing over and over again, it's kind of like a plateau. And you don't grow as much. And so this is very reminiscent of that.
Very, yeah. And that's what a lot of the kids be like, Coach, I can't get my bench press above this. Well, have you tried that? Have you tried this? Have you tried doing this? And like, oh no. It's like, okay, we'll try that and see if you
give it a go. As long as you're not hurting yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Make
sure you have a spotter always.
So unless, please do.
Yeah.
Okay. So to wrap it up for now, here's kind of where we're at. And again, I'm so excited about keeping this going with you. We've also got Texas history coming up, and obviously we could go on for eons about football. And we're gonna get a big win this week and next week, and we'll be able to celebrate and talk about that. So do you have any favorite resources? Again, social media is hammering a lot of people all the time with the latest health fad. And as you said earlier, a lot of this is a money-making endeavor, to put it politely. Do you have any favorite resources for staying up to date on health and wellness? And are there any hacks that you would recommend that maybe don't cost a lot of money? For instance, I've heard a lot of people talking about like warm water and honey, or you hear the rice trick. I don't even know what the rice trick is, but I've heard of so many things about how to lose weight with rice. Are there any hacks that you think are just stuff that we have in our kitchen, stuff that we have laying around that can really actually help maybe lose weight, maybe put on muscle, maybe to sleep better? I know you talked about a cold room. A quiet room, turning the blue lights off?
Yeah, turn the blue lights off.
By the way, do those blue light glasses, are they effective?
My sons use them, and they seem to work a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, when they're not using them, they seem to stay up a little bit longer. But when they do wear them, they go to bed pretty quick.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So do you have any resources that you consult? Any magazines, any websites, anything? And do you have any hacks that you think that, hey, this is something worth trying and it's not going to break the bank?
I think the resources, there's a couple. One of them is a human biologist named Gary Brecka.
Okay.
He actually, before he puts things out that he endorses, he tries them out.
Well, that's wonderful news.
And it's kind of the same philosophy we have. Like Coach Hurt and I, any of the workouts that we do, I always tell you, I've done these before. I wouldn't give you something that I have not experienced myself. So that's kind of why I got into what he was doing. He was like, I'm not going to promote anything that I don't actually use or like or believe in. So
tried and true.
Yeah, and he's a scientist. He makes money off of his science. He doesn't need the endorsements. So some of the things that he's promoting, adding hydrogen to your water.
I heard about this.
Yeah, little hydrogen tablets. I haven't tried them yet. Just I'm very picky about what I eat during the day here at school. I didn't want to, mess with my routine at school. But I'm looking here during the break to try some out. He actually takes a hydrogen bath, so you can drop the tablets in your bath water, and then the hydrogen goes in through your skin.
Oh, wow!
And he's like, it's like night and day difference. So he does a cold plunge hydrogen bath.
Wow.
Yeah. And he also manufactures the cold plunge pools now. So apparently that's another one of his things.
It's a whole pool?
Yeah, it's like a little bathtub that just circulates cold water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not just dropping in an ice bath. It's like a whirlpool with ice cold water. So that's a little bit expensive. So
I'm sure it sounds like it.
I'll just stick with the 20-30 seconds at the end of the shower. We'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm going to try that, by the way. I'm going to man up on this.
My youngest son did it, and you could hear him screaming. He was counting out loud to the 30 second. You could hear him throughout the house. Just, one. It was like, all right, he's doing a cold bath. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other two world strongmen, one of them is Robert Oberst, and then Hafthor Bjornsson. They are both
Bjornsson.
He's a dude.
Yeah.
He just broke the world record on the deadlift, and it's like over 1,100 pounds, something like that. And he's a big guy. I'm a big Game of Thrones guy, so he was on the show, so that's where I kind of got introduced to him. But their social media presence is really good. Robert Oberst is this massive human being that's from Texas. We tried to get him to come talk to our athletes, and they're just like scheduling conflicts. And then this was a long time ago. And now he's moved out of Texas. I think he lives in Idaho now or something. But if he's listening, we'd like you to come. But just listen to Texas. Yeah, come back to Texas. But just their workouts are not conventional. They're lifting rocks. They're lifting logs. They're not
like
just
natural.
Yeah. They're not just doing a bench press. They're lifting things up over their heads. They're throwing things. They're jumping. They're pushing. They're very interesting workouts that we can apply to our athletes. A couple of our workouts they're varied. Obviously, the weights are way different because these guys. I mean, Hafthor is 6'9".
Oh my god,
400 something pounds. I mean, he's a
goodness, wow.
Dude. But we can correlate those workouts to the high schoolers and build natural strength, not just weight room strength.
Interesting.
Strength. Yeah.
Is it almost kind of like the difference between walking or running around a track versus inclines and uneven surfaces on a hiking trail?
Yes. Yeah. Your body's going to benefit more. One of the best things that we tell our kids: if you go to the beach, go run in the sand.
Oh yeah,
you're running, but you don't have the solid of the track anymore, so you're having to work even harder to get through it.
Totally different experience.
Yeah, that was
snow.
Yeah, running in snow. Yeah,
totally different thing.
One of the best things I ever saw. We went to a UT football camp. I was invited to go to a UT football camp when I was in high school, and Ricky Williams was there.
Yeah,
and we saw him working out in sand, and all of us are in high school. We're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's getting a handoff and making cuts in the sand. Wow. And we were like, okay, all right. And then we asked their strength coach, like, why is he doing that? And he's like, go walk in that sand. And they changed it out every couple months.
Really?
They would get too solid for him. They wanted it soft.
Loose and soft.
And he was like, he's making cuts in that. And it's working on his knees, his ankles, his toes, everything. And now when he puts cleats on, it's just going to be even more solid in there.
Yeah.
So just those unconventional, but you're putting more variety into your workouts.
That's the key is variety.
Yeah. I think that we've said that quite a few times.
But that's big though, because it's easy for us to just get stuck in something. This is the way I do things. This is how I was taught, and that's it.
Yep.
But it's really maybe the nectar in all of this is trying new things, changing it up, being open-minded, and finding out what works. I mean, we could even talk about, not to open up a can of worms, but I mean, like even allergies can develop after 30 years of eating something. Sometimes the body just changes what it needs.
Yep.
And it's about staying on top and being in tune and trying new things. And that's amazing.
Maybe that's our hack. Maybe just try something new. Look in your cupboard and see what you can add to your dishes.
Yeah.
I had jalapeno salt. Never knew I had jalapeno salt. And I was like, well, maybe let's see what this tastes like in pasta. Try it. Love it.
Yeah.
Don't do it every time. Don't do it every time we make pasta. But, every once in a while, I'll be like, you know what? Add a little bit of spice.
Yeah. Yeah. And little did you know, it was just sitting right there in your cabinet.
That's it. Yep. I don't even know why we had it. It's just found it in the cabinet. I was like, all right, let's try it.
Maybe that's a good spot for us to leave off.
There we go.
I think this has been super informative. And I think it's definitely cool to say, I have the power to think about what I'm doing and try new things and see how it works for me and change it up. Don't be afraid to change it up.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
That is awesome. Well, Bear Nation, you are welcome. Lights, camera, we got action. Coach Freeman's in the house, and we've just begun. It's so cool to get to know you. Let's pump. Oops. Let's pump a little applause. Let's pump a little jams. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll hopefully see you next week. We're going to get into some history, and we're going to get into some football, as we said.
Love it.
Coach, I wish you the very best in your game coming up Friday night at Centerpoint, correct?
That's it.
I heard you guys are going to be broadcast on some radio stations. I heard a rumor about this. You're going big time.
Yep.
And then you guys come back home again on November 7th, the following weekend, or the following Friday night.
Yeah, Friday. Senior night. Big night.
Senior night it is. So we'll see everybody back here at Bear Stadium on November 7th. Best of luck. Best wishes to you, of course, on Friday night's game in Centerpoint. Go get them. I'll see you next week after a big win. Thank you, guys. I think that's a wrap.
All right. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you. That was awesome.
That was good.